The third area that I see is irrational behavior during difficult times. This is a sign of bad character. Irrational behavior during difficult times. We know it became very difficult on Herod because the Lord had wonderfully moved and in a miraculous way sent an angel and delivered Peter out of the jail. Well, this is an embarrassment, obviously, to Herod, and he looks bad now that he wasn't able to put him to death. And now the Jews probably will speak against him. And so, a lot of pressure is coming on him. And it tells us in verse 19 that after interviewing the soldiers, I think it was 4 squads of soldiers, so that's 16 soldiers. After interviewing them, where's Peter? I don't know. He put him to death. Well, that's an overreaction. That was an irrational decision in a very difficult time. So how do we explain their irrational behavior? Well, it could be defined this way. It's overreacting. It's quitting. It's where you make decisions and there's no reasoning with you. And you have unpredictable behavior. Well, I just don't know what he's going to do when he hears this news. I don't know if he's going to blow up. I don't know if he's going to blow it off. I don't know if he's going to just leave or if he's going to quit. I just don't know what's going to happen to him. There's no consistency. There's no dependability. There's no reliability. When the difficult time comes, I don't know what he or she is going to do. I don't know how they're going to react. That, my friend, is a root of what we call bad character. Men without godly character lack the necessary core values and emotional stability to take a moral stand. You see, when pressure comes, it reveals cracks in the foundation of our character. Reading from the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 19, it says, confidence in an unfaithful man. Now, an unfaithful man is a man of bad character. It says, confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. A broken tooth. I've told you before about my 2-year toothache. And since I don't like the dentist, I refused to go and just lived with this toothache. And it caused me, at the end of those 2 years, to have a root canal. Which that is no fun either. If I would have just at the very beginning gone, they probably could have drilled it and filled it. But instead, a root canal, right? So sometimes you put things off, and when you put it off, the problem doesn't go away. But anyway, when I had this toothache, it was on the left side. I had this toothache and I'd be chewing on some food and it would hit that tooth just right and it would send pain through the roof of my head. And I literally would jump because the pain was so severe. Because when you put pressure, that's when you feel the pain. When you put pressure, it's like if you have a foot out of joint and you start walking, oh my gosh. Whenever there's pressure, that's when you feel the pain. And so I learned, and I did this for 1 solid year. I never chewed on the left side. I always chewed on the right side. You would say, Pastor Tim, that's ridiculous. Why in the world would you do that? Well, I had my reasons, and I'm standing by them. All right? But the Bible says that, when you put pressure on an unfaithful man, that's when it causes pain. And I want you to know that when pressure comes and you don't have the necessary godly character to withstand the pressure of life, that's what leads to irrational behavior. Godly men, real men, genuine men of God are dependable, reliable, and consistent. They can have joyful faith even in difficult times. And so listen, women, you're at home and your husband's on the way home from work and he walks through that door. You should pretty much know what you're getting when he walks through that door. It should never be every day a surprise. Do I get the sullen man, the angry man, the happy man, the quiet man, the abusive man? I just never know what I'm getting. Well, that's irrational. That's lacking consistency. That's a sign of bad behavior. And it goes just the opposite. I know I'm talking to men, but I'll talk to women here just a little bit. When the man comes home and he walks through the door, he should know what he's getting in the wife. Is it the crying wife, the depressed wife, the angry wife, the contentious wife, the foolish wife, or the godly wife? The overcoming wife? Which wife am I getting when I walk through that door? Well, we all have some ups and downs. I understand that. We all have some ups and downs. But there needs to be worked in us a dependability and a reliability worked in us by the Spirit of God.